Living by Design with host Kathy Holloway Hill. Kathy is a strong, powerful voice. She entertains, informs, and inspires her audiences everywhere she goes.
To be sitting here with a celebrity, Mr. Darnell Hillman, who they call Dr. Dunk, played for the Indiana Pacers. He's still associated with the Indiana Pacers, an ABA championship winner multiple times, and I am so excited. I'm trying to calm my excitement. Darnell, Mr. Dunk, Dr. Dunk, welcome to Living by Design.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, sir. Now, I know you are involved in so many things, so just talk a little bit about your involvement with this Walter Blackburn Scholarship event.
Well, several years ago, I was asked to be one of the models and got a chance to walk down the ramp there with a gorgeous mink coat on. And the unfortunate thing that happened was we were not given any instruction on what to do once we got out there, so I took the show and did it the way I wanted to.
Love it!
Raised a few eyebrows, had a few laughs. I'm sure the MCs weren't real pleased with me because they've got a routine they want you to follow, and I wasn't hearing it. So
I love that. I love that. So you've been associated with it ever since?
Pretty much. Through Kathy Jordan. Kathy asked me to be a part of it, and certainly whatever she asked of me, I do willingly, and I decided I'd give the best I could.
I think this is an incredible event. I think what they stand for is magnificent because we need this type of sponsorship, this endeavor, this work in our community to help our youth. And I'm also very proud of the work that you've done in the community with the Pacers organization and your work as a player, because I know that's not easy.
Yeah, this event, I really like about this event, it gives our youth exposure to things that they normally wouldn't have an avenue to, simply because of dollars or whatever the case might be.
Yes.
But this gives them a great deal of exposure to understanding. It's not just about your little small community you live in, but it's about the city itself, and then getting around in the country, and there's many things that you can do. You don't have to be an athlete to be successful. Now,
yeah, and it keeps Walter Blackburn's legacy alive.
No question about that, and certainly it's a great legacy, and I knew him a little bit and followed him a little bit, and certainly privileged and honored to be here in this facility that he built here, and certainly giving back to him through this way here gives me a chance to give back to the community equally as well.
Well, I really appreciate you talking to us here on Living by Design, and I would be remiss before I let you go, if I didn't say that I don't know about y'all, but this gentleman right here, Snoop Dogg, looks a lot like him. Have you heard that before?
Snoop Dogg, Denzel Washington, Clyde Drexler, the list is long and distinguished. But
true.
I'm older than all of them, so they all look like me.
I know that's right. Claim your greatness, sir, because you are that. Thank you so much for talking to us.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Please welcome to the podium for our invocation, Mr. Bill Jones.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, you are the Lord our God. We are truly grateful to be gathered together once again.
We are now here with the incredible Dr. William Jones, and I am so excited to sit here with Dr. Jones because he is Alpha's nephew. He's also an incredible sponsor for this wonderful event. Dr. Jones, thank you for joining us on Living by Design.
It is my pleasure. Thank you, Kathy.
It's always my pleasure, sir, whenever I see you and have an opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you being a sponsorship of this wonderful event, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me. Walter was one of the greatest role models in my lifetime. And as my uncle, I can tell you he was just the coolest. I mean, just extraordinary. Just so cool, so accomplished, so intelligent. His humor, his wit, I could go on and on.
Now see, I love that because that was the beginning of his legacy. So you remembering that as a child, it just carried on, and then he started being a help to the community and young people in our community who could go to college and get a scholarship and have an even playing field with others where they didn't have the opportunity. Now they do because of your uncle.
That's precisely right. So to participate in this and to make my contribution in the name of a man who had such a profound influence on my life is a privilege.
Well, I want to thank you personally as the host of Living by Design, and I also want to thank you as a part of this event for doing what you do, for being a sponsor, and just helping make this legacy continue to go on and on and on for decades and more decades to come.
And it will go on.
Amen to that. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, and enjoy yourself tonight.
Thank you, Kathy. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Please join Alpha and me in welcoming to the stage Dr. Karen Rodman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure to present Karina Sky Powell with the $600 Doris and Orlando Rodman Book Award.
We're here with the beautiful Dr. Karen Rodman, and Dr. Karen Rodman is actually a committee member, and she is involved in this incredible event tonight, so I am going to let her talk about her involvement. Dr. Karen Rodman, thanks for being on.
And thank you so much, dear Sister Kathy Holloway Hill, for interviewing me. I have been a proud member for several years for the committee that selects the scholar who wins the Walter Blackburn Scholarship Award, and for a nice sum of money. And I am proud to be a member of this. I am so proud to work with Alpha on honoring her husband's memory and promoting scholarships for students who are going to go into architecture or allied fields. I feel so strongly about it that I have put forth a Doris and Orlando Rodman Book Award in my parents' name to honor some of the other people who are deserving of awards who are going to school to, again, study architecture, design, or related fields.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Karen, you do so much for this community, for individuals who need help. You're a neurologist. I don't know how you find the time to do it all, but you're incredible. How do you find time?
Well, like my dear mother and father taught me, you have a social conscience, and Alpha and Walter Blackburn and their family are such a wonderful and integral part of this community.
Yes, they are.
And by giving this scholarship to students who are going to school, a four-year college and then some, to study architecture or related fields, it's such a worthy endeavor.
Amen, and that's what I call pass it on, and you're doing that.
Absolutely.
Dr. Karen, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for interviewing me, dear Sister Kathy Holloway Hill.
And you enjoy the evening.
Oh, I will. I always do.
Oh, good.
I have a couple of special awards that I want to present now to our co-founders. Were it not for David Rose and Jethro Nays Jr. coming to me with an idea to do a single fashion show of my clothes and make a little bit of money, have a whole lot of fun, that now, 15 years later, the idea kind of stuck with me, a way to pay honor to an honorable man, a way to commemorate his life and career, a way to each year remind generations coming along of what is possible if you put family first, your community second, and professional excellence, all of them, of course, after you acknowledge our maker. And so I want you to help me celebrate David Rose and Jethro Nays. Would you come forward, please? Look, oh my gosh. Did I just die and go to heaven? These are the two who, as you can see, have style, but they have always had style. And they have always exhibited substance. Jethro Nays has devoted his whole life to educating young people, and many of them the hardest to educate. Do y'all get my drift? The ones that everybody wanted to put out of school, the ones who would not study or listen to anybody's advice. He knew how to give tough love, and he has always done so, from his strong faith and his deliberate effort to uplift young people. And David Rose, oh my God. Let's clone both of these guys. David Rose has had a career as an entrepreneur, a public relations professional, a car salesman. He has had an exotic car dealership, and 1 year offered us a Mercedes to raffle. Thank you very much, David. And when he found out one of our scholars was ready to go to college and had no transportation, he provided us a car that we could give to the student. My thanks to you both, and someone will have to hand you your chunk of crystal, because I'm afraid to try to lift them. I would allow them time to speak if they keep it to 30 seconds.
First, because I probably don't have nearly as much to say as Jethro will. But as I had said when I was interviewed about this, we initially just had the idea to have a fashion show. So of course, if you're going to talk fashion, then who better to bring to the table than Alpha Blackburn? So our initial thought was, for the event we were planning to have, we would ask her if she would be a part of it, as well as donate some of the proceeds in the name of her husband, thinking there was a foundation already established. So when we approached her, she was more than gracious, but said there isn't one. So at that point, she said, let's create one. And so we did, and 15 years later, here we are. Thank you.
Good evening. I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards. This is a lot of hardware. First of all, I want to give glory and honor to Jesus Christ, who really gave me the visions to do His will. 15 years ago, when we started this process, all I wanted to do was to give minority kids an opportunity to be successful, not only educationally, but if they wanted to be entrepreneurs, they could do that as well. And it worked perfect. The Lord gave me the skill to be a good servant leader. 52 years later, I'm still in education. I'm still trying to service kids, to make a difference for kids. But I want to say thanks to the Blackburn family for at least allowing me the opportunity to share my vision with them to make this whole situation possible. Second, I'd like to thank all the folks who for 15 years who have really supported this affair. Charlotte has, Steve Talley, I can go on about Steve Talley, and there's a book award in Steve Talley's name, a great young man. We work together as administrators. But I want to say thanks a lot to all the folks who've been dedicated and committed in making this whole situation work for 15 years. But more importantly, I want to give thanks to the young men and ladies who for 3 or 4 years had the stick-to-itiveness, the perseverance, blood, sweat, and tears to get that degree. There's nothing like it. So I want to say thanks to all of you for allowing us to be a part of such a wonderful celebration. I still want to give glory and honor to Jesus Christ. I'm moving on to my next mission, which is down in Gulfport, Mississippi. That's where I am. And I'm still trying to do the Lord's will and be a good servant leader. So thank you, God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
We're now here with Mr. David Rose, and he's one of the co-founders of this incredible endeavor. And David, thank you for being on Living by Design.
Certainly, thank you.
Now talk to us a little bit about your role as a co-founder.
Well, originally me and Jethro Nays, we initiated the start of the Walter Blackburn Scholarship Fund. Quick story, me and Jethro were contemplating having a fashion show. So of course, with Alpha being the icon in the fashion industry, we figured that of course we would try to bring her in some way. And we figured what better way was to perhaps, have Walter's name be associated with it, and we would donate a portion of the proceeds.
Awesome.
To whatever foundation he might have had. So when we presented it to Alpha, she was, of course, very gracious and said, well, there is no foundation. So from there was where it gave birth.
And when was that? How long ago?
15 years ago.
Whoa. I am so proud of you, David. You have created something that you can continue for years and decades, which you've already done already. And now we're giving away scholarships, we're enhancing lives, we're having entertainment for people, and it's just, everything is just so very well done. So I'm going to say to you, Mr. David Rose, well done.
Well, thank you so much, but let's give credit where credit's due. Alpha is the one who truly...
Oh, no doubt.
...has brought it to where it is today, but we're certainly happy to be a part of it.
No doubt about that, but you certainly are paying it forward, and I thank you. Thank you. The community thanks you. Living by Design thanks you, and I thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. We are now here with the other half of that other gentleman we just introduced, Mr. David Rose. We're here with Jethro Kanazi, and he also is co-founder of this incredible event. Jethro, welcome to Living by Design.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a blessing to be back.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you can take some credit for creating this.
Well, not really. First, I want to say thanks to the Lord for giving me the vision.
Yes, amen to that.
Yeah, to think outside the box, and then to put it all together to make it work. I couldn't do anything without him first. Being honored. Gave me the vision. I took the vision to David, and we sat down and talked about it, and took the vision to Alpha. And I said, hey, we want to do something to honor, the late Walter Blackburn. We want to do a scholarship fund.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
And I love it because not only are you honoring young people who have done an incredible job, giving them an opportunity to live their dreams, have an education, but we're also providing entertainment, and it's incredible.
It's been a blessing because I've been educated for 52 years. Okay. And one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that our young folks had the opportunity to be successful and to excel. And I wanted to also make sure they were on the same playing field with other kids in regards to financial assistance and support. So when I took the idea to Alpha, I said, we can do this, we can make it happen. And that's how it really evolved. We had the fashion show along with the dinner. It was just a blessing the first 3 years because we did so well.
Yes. Yes, and I'm blessed as a TV talk show host, Living by Design, to be part of this endeavor. So Thank you so much, Jethro, for sharing your vision and sharing your thoughts with us. We hope you enjoyed tonight because I know I will.
Yeah, what I really enjoy is the number of black and minority kids we've been able to help by getting an additional education. I see some of those kids now, and some of those kids are engineers, architectural designers. They're doing well. You know, and so it's just a blessing. You know, I just appreciate the fact of the Lord gets to give me the vision to make it work.
Won't he do it?
Hey, all the time.
Yes, he will. Enjoy yourself.
I'm looking forward to this. I appreciate it, to being honored. It's truly a blessing. You know, it really is.
All right. Thank you so much, Jethro.
I appreciate it. God bless you. Have a good one.
You too.
The community is so blessed that Andrea is here tonight, this evening, healthy and beautiful, gloriously reclaiming her life, which a year ago we were all very concerned about. Would you applaud her again? Thank you, Andrea. And welcome, everyone. I want to take a moment first to thank our presenting sponsors, Pacers, Sports and Entertainment, Saks Fifth Avenue, the Indianapolis Colts, and Elan Furs. Would you please help me to thank them for their unwavering support? It would be virtually impossible to host this evening's event without their support. I have to also take a moment to thank our protege sponsors. Miss Ann Stack, would you stand?
Could I steal your seat?
Mrs. Charlotte Talley, please stand. The Winston Terrell Group, would you please stand? And the commemorative photographs, which I hope you will each take home with you this evening, are sponsored by Simon. Would the representative from Simon please stand? There's still time to have your picture taken after dinner. I want to introduce to you our committee. Would you please stand and wave? And would somehow hand me the program so I won't forget anyone. Thank you. I want you to please come forward as I call your name. We have a commemorative gift for each one of you. I won't say much about each of you. My congratulations is to all of you for years of hard work on the committee. And my personal thank you is in a note attached to your gift today. Alpha Blackburn, videographer. Wave to the crowd, please. Sydney Blackburn Stevenson, who spends a lot of time on the phone pulling people with their coattails. Thank you, Sydney. Carol Blankenbaker. Where are you, Carol? There, wave to her. I want all of you to make your way back in front, please. Jarnell Burks Craig. My left hand, my right hand, my rock is Jarnell. That along with, of course, Kathy Jordan. Dr. Jacqueline Greenwood could not be with us tonight. She had a wedding in the family. But we must thank her along with the others. Dolores Sisson Harris, who everyone knows as Dee. Where are you, Dee? Come forward, please. Kathy Jordan and Dr. Karen Rodman. I need you to come close enough and claim your hunk of crystal to commemorate tonight. And after the evening's program, I want you to assemble for a group photograph. Applause for my fine committee. And now the reason we're really here is to present the scholars their scholarships. Kathy Jordan, I will turn the microphone over to you.
Good evening. While it is an absolute pleasure to chair the Scholarship Selection Committee, I must say I think ours is the most difficult assignment. As usual, the applicants are outstanding, both academically and in their social awareness. Walter and Alpha Blackburn Scholar applicants must have a minimum of a 3.0 grade point average, which all seem to easily surpass. They are also required to submit 3 letters of recommendation, write 2 500-word essays, and meet with members of the selection committee for personal interviews. I can assure you that our scholars all have real promise and great potential. It gives me great pleasure to announce that in addition to our support of their successful matriculation in their respective colleges and universities listed in your souvenir program, we are announcing tonight a new $10,000 Blackburn Scholar for 2019. So this year's scholarship recipient is a graduate of Emmanuel High School. She discovered her talent and passion for interior design just a little over 1 year ago and has excelled in that world ever since. The 2019 Walter and Alpha Blackburn Scholar will attend IUPUI this fall to study interior design technology. She plans to own her own interior design company in the future. Please join Alpha and me in congratulating Ms. Karen Gabriela Guevara Vidya.
Congratulations, Karen. And everyone associated with the Walter Blackburn, it's got a new name, Walter and Alpha Blackburn Scholarship, are extremely pleased to present to you the 2019 Blackburn Scholar, a college scholarship of around $10,000.
After years of dedication to this event, in essence continuing the legacy of her late husband and our dear committee member, Mr. Stephen Talley, the Stephen and Charlotte Talley Book Award will once again be presented to a deserving Marion County High School graduate, as will the Doris and Orlando Rodman Book Award, established by Dr. Karen Rodman in memory of her parents, and new this year, the Dr. Robert Harrison and Dr. Charlotte Harrison Horizon Award, awarded by Dr. Winterbourne and Jillian Harrison Jones, in honor of Dr. Harrison Jones' maternal grandparents. Please join Alpha and me in welcoming to the stage Dr. Karen Rodman, Mrs. Charlotte Talley, and Dr. and Mrs. Winterbourne Harrison Jones.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure to present Karina Sty Powell with the $600 Doris and Orlando Rodman Book Award. Karina graduated from Lawrence North High School and will attend Ball State University in the fall, where she will major in pre-art and animation. Her long-term goals are to become a lead animator at a motion picture animation studio and to develop an original cartoon show. Karina and her family, unfortunately, were not able to join us tonight, so I am accepting this award in memory of my parents on her behalf. Thank you.
Good evening. It is a great honor for me to present this award in the honor of my husband, Steve Talley, who was so excited when Alpha came up with the idea. He joined immediately. He spent hours at home studying all the applicants, their resumes and what they wanted to do. And so I could not continue what he started. So we have tonight another remarkable Marion County High School graduate for the 2019 Stephen and Charlotte Talley Book Award of $2,000, is a winner of Pike High School graduate. She will attend North Carolina A&T, a historical black college, and will major in architectural engineering and civic engineering. She plans to earn a graduate degree in architecture soon after graduating from North Carolina A&T and become a registered architect to help our community reverse or prevent gratification. This is a super pleasure on my part, and keeping in memory my beloved husband, Steve Talley. Thank you.
Micaiah Wickle, would you please come to the stage?
Good evening, everyone. Jillian and I are honored to join the Walter and Alpha Scholarship Fund in supporting the creative and academic dreams of our youth. The Reverend Dr. Robert and Charlotte Harrison Horizon Award is presented in honor of my maternal grandparents and is awarded to a young person with aspirations to continue their education through study abroad or some other continental or international learning opportunity related to their academic pursuits. Jillian and I believe that world citizenship is essential in this ever-growing and diverse intellectual marketplace. And so it is our intent to help afford to serving students the opportunity to experience more fully the abundance of the global diaspora. I will say parenthetically that it is also our intent as two 30-year-old millennials to encourage more young black professionals to give back sooner to the communities that birthed us. I would also say that it is our honor as the pastor and First Lady of the Witherspoon Presbyterian Church, to support the Alpha and Walter Blackburn Scholarship Fund. And so this year, we are giving a $1,000 Horizon Award with plans to endow it in perpetuity.
Woo!
And so I would like to welcome Miss Kayla Johnson. Kayla Johnson graduated from Pike High School. She will attend Judson University this fall to pursue her studies in architecture and interior design. Help me welcome her.
One more round of applause, please, for our Blackburn Scholar and notable honorees. Good luck to all of you as you pursue your goals and dreams. I want, in view of the fact that we are very crowded on the small stage today, to have all of you to remain for appropriate photographs after the program. Thank you very much.
Now this is what it's all about. I have a scholarship award recipient here with me, Miss Kayla Johnson, and I am so proud of this beautiful young lady. Miss Kayla Johnson, welcome to Living by Design.
Thank you for having me.
I am so glad to look at your gorgeous face and know that you have excelled to the point of receiving a scholarship. What does it mean to you to receive this scholarship?
It means a lot because this scholarship is going to help me to achieve my dream in fulfilling my architecture dream. I always wanted to be an architect and minor in interior design. So it's very important to me.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you told me that because I was just ready to ask you, what did you want to major in? So what school do you want to go to?
Judson University.
Wow. Now, where's that?
Illinois.
Okay. Okay. So are you from Indy?
No, I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
So you'll be close to home?
Yeah.
Oh, I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for talking to us. And again, congratulations. I know you're going to do exceptionally well in college and beyond. Congratulations, beautiful.
Thank you.
We are now here with Karen Guevara, and I am so proud of this beautiful young lady because she is one of our scholarship recipients. Karen, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I am so honored to just sit here and talk to you. What does this mean to you being a scholarship recipient?
It means a chance to get a further education.
I know, right? So what is it that you want to major in?
Interior design technology.
Interior design?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so is that home design? Or?
A little bit of everything. Residential, education, just a little bit of everything.
Excellent. Have you picked out a college yet?
IUPUI.
Oh, you're going to stay right here at home? That's great. Are you from Indy?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Karen, if you had to look in that camera and give some advice, just a little bit of advice to some young individuals who are just lost and don't know their way, just what would you say?
I would say just try your best, try hard in school, and just focus. And if you focus, you can always achieve great things.
I love that. That was incredible. You're incredible. Congratulations again, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
All right.
This year we honor Robin Winston, a man of extraordinary substance and style. His very impressive bio, which has been cut down to size that would fit in our program, is printed there so that you can read it and fully appreciate his outstanding contributions. Enjoy it in your leisure. It'll give you a sense of his national network of connections, his drive to make others successful, and his efforts, along with his beautiful wife, Charlita. Where are you? Stand up, Charlita. Together, they work to uplift this community. And Robin, in particular, is working quietly in his unassuming way to bring spotlight to the value of the arts and of history and the power of your vote to affect both. Robin, would you join me? It is with the utmost respect and great affection and appreciation for your dedication to family, community, and professional excellence that I am pleased to present to you one of my favorite people now, the 2019 Walter Blackburn Distinguished Protege Award.
Good evening. Come on, good evening. I'm using up my time here. You all sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you all upstairs. I know you've endured the heat. Thank you for being here. Thank you. This means an awful lot to me, but it means more to me to be able to get this award on behalf of Walter and Alpha Blackburn. We are in a building designed by Walter Blackburn. When you leave and walk down the street here, Earl Harris, you will see buildings that state government's in that were designed by Walter Blackburn. Keith Broadnax, you're a grad student who learned from Walter Blackburn. So all over this place, he's made an indelible mark. We are at a time where we can definitely do well. Andrea, we need more coverage of young people like this who are getting awards instead of young people that are getting in trouble. We need to do that in a better job. So I just want to say, because I don't want to be the chairman of the Hurt Feelings Club, thank you to my beautiful wife. Thank you to my brother from San Diego who made the journey here. And thank every one of you for living by the adage of Winston Churchill, who said, you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. What you all have done tonight has helped giving people a better opportunity in life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Blackburn. Thank you, Darnell. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody.
Andrea's at the microphone next.
Another round of applause to this year's Protege Award recipient, Mr. Robin Winston. Well, now it's time to do a little oohing and a little eyeing. Jeff, are you ready? I need a little runway music, the moment that we've been waiting for this evening. It's now time for our 2019 Pacer Sports and Entertainment Celebrity Spotlight models who are going to strut their stuff in their furs just in time for winter this year. Furs provided tonight from Elon. Thank you again for your support. Let's do a little mink and fox combination tonight. I like to call this double chocolate. Please welcome Patrick Bouquet. Oh yeah. He's double, triple, quadruple chocolate tonight. Come on down. Mr. Patrick serves as the Regional Director of Marketing and Business Development for Harmony Pharmacy. He is owner and CEO of Just Fab Commercial Janitorial Services. And he is fabulous. He has served the community as a leader of contractual and volunteer services. The fabulous Mr. Patrick, in addition to his entrepreneurial work, has a passion and a purpose for helping others to find and design, all right now, fabulous events. He supports the Walter Blackburn Scholarship Fund, saying scholarships change lives. He says this is an honor for him to be able to be part of blazing trails for future architects. His motto, he lives in his own skin. Thank you, double chocolate, Patrick Bouquet. Next tonight we have Dr. Karen Rodman. Come on out, Dr. Karen. You all saw her a little earlier on stage. Oh yeah, pop up the collars, come on down. Yes, Dr. Karen Rodman is a specialist in neurology. Gorgeous. Gorgeous for tonight. She's involved in a number of charitable causes and organizations in and around Central Indiana. Get your twirl on. Gorgeous. She says she is glad she has chosen a scholarship fund in memory of her parents. Please give Dr. Karen Rodman another round of applause. Next tonight we have William Bailey Jones III, MD. Come on out, Dr. Bailey. Dr. Bailey is the former medical director of the Indiana Minority Health Coalition. He is lovely in black tonight. He's also a consulting psychiatrist at Indiana Health Group. He trained in emergency medicine at Howard University Hospital, and he completed his psychiatric residency with New York Medical College. Dr. Jones is the proud nephew of Walter and Alpha Blackburn, and he credits Walter as one of his greatest role models. Thank you, Dr. Jones. You know the face, Miss Maggie Lewis. Come on down, Miss Maggie Lewis. Followed by her husband, Leroy. But let's start with Maggie first tonight. Maggie, oh yeah, and Leroy. Paparazzi, stop, paparazzi. Miss Maggie, Boys and Girls Club, Indianapolis City County Council. First African-American woman to lead the Boys and Girls Club. And we all know the beautiful Maggie Lewis served as president of the Indianapolis City County Council and also served as majority leader. Her motto is rooted in Matthew 7:12. If we just do unto others as we would have others do unto us, we can solve all of the world's problems. Amen. And as she takes the snap of a picture, let's do a selfie tonight with her handsome husband, Leroy Lewis. Yeah, shake it off. She says we are all children of God and deserve to be treated as such. It's just that simple. Mr. Leroy Lewis with Eskenazi Health. He is the Community Relations and Health Promotions Director there. Oh, he's ready for winter. I'm loving that. Looking good. Like a bear. He has the gift of gab, and as you can see, that infectious smile. He says that is his claim to fame. His motto is learn, love, live, and leave a legacy, which is what we're all doing here tonight. And he's also an award-winning hip-hop dancer. All right now, teaching us a little something. Let's bring up now Miss Kathy Holloway Hill. The gorgeous and the lovely Kathy Holloway Hill. All right, come on down. Businesswoman and also a journalist. Rocking that beautiful fur coat. We've been talking a lot tonight about entrepreneurs. Kathy is a mentor and truly a role model, as she too herself is an entrepreneur. You might know the name, and of course you know the face and the voice, because you probably have watched her, I'm sure, on TV 40. She is the longtime creator and host of Living by Design. Kathy says, you have to create your own life and live your own life to the fullest. Thank you, Ms. Hill. Please welcome next Mr. Darnell Hillman. He needs no introduction, but let's talk about him anyway. You all know he's tall, and he's handsome, and he's got long arms. He's 6 feet, 9 inches tall. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, let's do it. He currently works in the front office of the Indiana Pacers as Associate Director of Camps, Clinics, and Alumni Relations. I want to get my picture with him right now. Can I do that? Might have to tweet this one out tonight. He was drafted in first round, 8th overall pick of the 1971 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors, but he said, I'm gonna choose to stay and play for the ABA Indiana Pacers. I like that little walk, yes. He's a high jump champion at San Jose State University back in the day. Rumor was that he could jump so high, he could grab a quarter off the top of the backboard. All right, he was the winner of the biggest ABA Afro Award too in 1997 at the ABA reunion, which you see is a little short there tonight, still looking good. He actually taught Julius Erving to grow and care for his attention getting Afro. All right, facts we never knew, but now we do. Please welcome next Andrea Neely. And she's also going to be accompanied by her beautiful children, twins, Blake Edward Neely and Julian Alexander Neely. What a beautiful family. Andrea Neely first is the UNCF Regional Development Director for the past 13 years and counting, meaning she's still in that position and she's making it happen. She has raised over $70 million during her tenure. And it's all to send students to not just get there, but to make sure they are going through college, including being on the development team in 2015 that helped secure the second largest gift in UNCF history of $50 million from the Lilly Endowment. Congratulations, she says, to Alpha and her team on the 15th anniversary of this event. Please welcome her handsome twins, Blake Edward Neely. He's a 2019 Bosley Military runner-up this year. He's a senior at Cathedral High School and he plans to major in aerospace. Engineering, he's already chosen his schools. He's got three choices: Purdue University, Rolls-Holman, or North Carolina A&T. His life motto, which I love: no one can define your character but you. I love this family. Yes. Put it on, take it off. Next we have Julian Alexander Neely, yes. I like how he's defining his own character on the stage tonight. Blake is the 2019 Bosley Military. He's a senior at Brebeuf Jesuit Preparatory High School, and he plans to major in biology. Pre-med at either Cornell University, Princeton University, Johns Hopkins University, or Morehouse College. And his life motto is my motto as well, that my mother taught me when I was a young teenager: the 5 P's of life. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Amen. Thank you to Andrea, Blake, and Julian Neely. Next up tonight, please welcome Jamie Gibbs Argus. Jamie is a published interior designer. Jamie, you ready? While he's getting ready, let's now welcome Andre. Oh no, here he is. Okay, come on, Jamie, come on. Come on out. Ta-da! Jamie is a published interior designer. And as Jamie's getting his walk on tonight, Andre the Beast Creighton, get ready because you're next. Jamie's landscape and garden designer, also a performer and a New York model, as you can see. He knows how to strut the catwalk. As you can see, he feels right at home on the runway. Looking good, Jamie. He, along with his partner, they were last year's Distinguished Protege Awards. Congratulations to you from last year and the week. He knows how to end it. Thank you, Jamie. Next, we have Andre the Beast Creighton. Andre the Beast. I'm loving it with the bling going underneath the fur. Looking good tonight and the leather. Andre the Beast Creighton has, for over 20 years, been one of the leading authorities in weight loss. You might see him on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. He's all out there. In addition to operating his workout facility, getting everybody healthy and fit so they can live their best lives, Andre the Beast Creighton is star of the Patty Spindler new TV show. Are y'all ready for this? We talk about good news and good stuff to watch. As Robin just mentioned, here we go. Andre the Beast and Friends. Introducing Andre the Beast. So watch for his show this fall. Congratulations to you. Up next we have Cinnamon. And as Cinnamon comes on out, Bob, you're going to be next. Cinnamon, isn't she adorable, has been an Alpha Blackburn model for several years now, and you can see why. I love the Papa turquoise. That's hot for the fall. She's now 14 years old and she attends Carmel Middle School. Cinnamon, spelled with one N and one M, is C-I-N-A-M-O-N. She's an honor student and a cheerleader. Cinnamon enjoys modeling and swimming. Thank you, Cinnamon. Next we have Mr. Bob Bosley. Come on, Bob. Yes, he's looking good. City County Councilor, Mr. Bosley. He was the very first distinguished protege of the Walter Blackburn Scholarship. Congratulations to him. He is a living legacy right now, handing down all of his mentoring to young students and kids all across our city. He is an architect, as well as a Cornell graduate. His very first job was with Blackburn Architecture Firm. In fact, here's a cool little story. His father flew from Africa to make sure that he was working with a bona fide and a good firm. And we know he was. Thank you, Bob, for being here and for all of your support. And last but not least, my mentor, our friend, Miss Barbara Boyd. She has the colorful fur because she has a colorful personality, as we all know. This was her quote back in the day. She said, "If you're looking for a star, here I are." Yes, that was intentional. It was a joke answer to a question that was posed by a Channel 6 staffer at the time who was seeking African-American women to audition for TV. She said, "If you're looking for her, here I are." That was back in 1969. Barbara is Indiana's first African-American female news reporter and anchor. And I bow down to you. Stay here, Barbara. We're not done. She has received practically every award that a reporter can, including the Siaki Wabash. You have earned it. The Sagamore of the Wabash. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 Hall of Fame inductions. You all should be standing up for this. Because that's what we're here tonight. It's about legacy. It's about helping our young people fulfill their dreams. And because of women like this, I have fulfilled one of my dreams of being a journalist. She's also won an award, don't go Barbara, from the American Cancer Society. Come on back on the story that she reported on her mastectomy back in the early 70s. So you see, Barbara is a perfect example that even though you are 90, and I won't even say even though, no, you have earned 90. You have earned 90. She's still fashionable, and she is the woman. Thank you so much, Barbara, for being here for all of your support. You can go now. We just love to honor her. Let's hear it again for our Pacer Sports and Entertainment celebrity models tonight. Were they not amazing? And I now have the distinct pleasure to welcome back from the Windy City here to the Circle City, the best fashion commentator on the planet. Please put your hands together for the fabulously fantastic fashionista extraordinaire, Mrs. Willie Ray.
Well, you've been very nice, sitting there very quiet and not applauding when you should have applauded, and all of the above. And so you may as well just get ready and let's undo it. There are many of you out in the room that I would love to call on you, so I'm not going to get a chance to, I'm pretty sure. But if I get 1 minute, I'm coming for you. So I want you to be ready, okay? It's an ideal occasion and it's wonderful, and so at the very top, let's give Alpha Blackburn a great big round of applause for carrying the banner for 15 years. So you see, she had someone, they showed her, she knew how to do it, and she didn't sit on her hands and whine and say, I wish. She kept carrying it. So that's why I say, give it to her. She earned it. Put your hands together and acknowledge her. Well, they said it's raining men. I haven't seen a thing none of these guys have on. So I'm gonna be looking with you. If it's raining then, let's go, gentlemen. Let's rain. And I mean, we've had the rain weather. Absolutely. I don't know what he's got on, but I'm gonna be looking with you. Well, it's those white pants and the short little jacket that's in blue, and with the bit to the back, and he's handsome, and he knows it. And those trousers, he can get into those. They're not so tight that you can't. You can pull those on. Some of them so tight they can't be pulled on, and you know they can't be pulled off. I don't know how they work that. Come on now, guys, I want you to know, I'm gonna get you off. Let's go, hurry down those stairs. Don't come slow, come fast to me, because you didn't let me see what you had on, so you got to come on with, well, he's slightly bow-legged. Now that's a problem right there. That means he's sexy. Ideal the jacket, black and white the trim, shirt that goes with it, shoe that's spiked in the white that matches the white on the shirt. Ideal these guys. Check out the trouser belt, the length. If you see his ankle, his pants are not too short. They're not too short. These guys are wearing the shorter trousers and shorts. As we show our legs, they show their ankles. So I don't know how that works either. Go on down there, don't come back up. Go on down there. Nice, ideal, and easy. Come on down, guys, let's go. One of you should be on your way to me as he goes away from me. All right, sharp, he said, don't bug me, lady. Ideal, the suit. Got on those sunglasses that have the reflector in them. He says it's just a little dress and that's all it is. Church dressing, ideal in blue. A shoe that glimmers. That means he's not going to stay at church all day. He's going somewhere else after church. That's an after church shoe, I know that. Ideal in blue, come down the step to me. Come on, ideal the square that goes in the pocket. Earrings in the ear. You have a job. Yeah, those are diamonds, I think. Those are like diamonds in his ears. Come on down in blue. The suit that goes in the gray. I want you to take a look at something. You see the sleeves of his shirt? Those are the cuffs that go outside. That's the way they do it. It's pink with pink and blue, the tie that matches the square. It's fitted to the back and it's silver gray, the suit. Tailored to the nines and brown, the shoe. It's ideal, the three-piece look of the vest. Easy. You can go to church, absolutely. Give it to a church with, I don't know, that's a grin. I don't know, that's a sneaky grin. Absolutely with that. Blues. Pretty blues, come on. Blue. You got enough room to get past him. Blue the suit. Easy the cut. Tan the shoe. Now see that trouser? No, they are not too short. That is the way they do. Now look at the other thing. They don't wear socks. The socks are not to be in it. And so it's the latest look of the guys that you see and you say to yourself, didn't he have money to buy? Yeah, but they don't wear it. That's the fashion look. Give it to him. Blue, his waistline's in order. One thing about these guys, they are not shy on showing their shape. He says his waistline is in order. Give it to him. Blue the suit and the shirt. Brown the shoe, sharp the dress, stepping easy. Doing it in the dark, the suit, square that matches it, tailored to the nines. Got an easy walk. Doing it with the walk that's absolutely academic looking. Pinstripe, double-breasted, purple the tie with purple the square. Give it to him. Absolutely apropos. A professor in looks and in dress and in attire. He could be your teacher at your college. He has that academic look. Give it to him. Pinstripe and dark blue with purple the tie and purple the square. Come on down, sir. Well, it's after dark. He sort of has a, he sort of thinks he is. And he is. He is. Rosy colored. Look at this burgundy kind of rosy colored jacket. You know that he eats a lot because look how slim he is. It's dark the trouser and narrow the jacket and
easy the sleeve and wipe the shirt. If you look at the shirt and then look at the suit, you'll see that his shoe picks up a tone that's sorta in the shoe, with a vent to the back and easy the cut. That's that slim trouser look. After dark and stepping out and dancing all night, that's what he does. Suits and blues, I think that is, and light the shoe and easy and narrow the tie. That's another thing. The ties are doing something a little bit different. He said, did you see me? Gonna step to the side and make sure, did you see me? Absolutely narrow in cut, short the jacket, easy the trouser, and if you'll notice, the trouser leg is not as slim as the legging look, but it's kind of tight. It's getting kind of close there. Give it to him, slim cut. Absolutely dressed early for stepping out. White and going somewhere special and stepping out. You cannot put on your jeans and go with him in this white suit. Absolutely, he is going somewhere else. White the suit and dark the lapels and ease the vent to the back. It's one of those dresses looking for stepping out after dark. It's black the tie and easy the cut and fit it to the max. Give it to him, stepping out easy. Get them down here to me, send them off. Would you put your hands together and give it to the guys? If you see a look you like, be sure and go to the man that dresses them. From sport, to church, to dancing, to academic, to color, ideal to the academic look, ideal with the short jacket, blue and after dark. Would you give it to your entrepreneur, the man that puts them all on? You never let me see him, I don't understand that. Give it to him as he wears the little short jacket. It's raining men. Thank you so very much for getting the guys all set to go. Well, let's go, ladies. Let's see what we have here. There are dresses and there are dresses. There are sports and there are sports. Wait just 1 minute. It's putting a dot on the I in circles. Things go in circles. It's drape the skirt. It's easy the jacket and there's the stripes of the cuff. Knit around the cuffs and around the sleeves. It's kind of blue soft and soft, the cotton look, and it's draped. She's got that sort of a cap on her head, which means that she can shift her attitude whenever she gets ready. It's one of those dresses that it came in short, vented to the front, but she said, wait just 1 minute. That was the way I felt then. This is an attitude dress. The attitude is, she says, I'm shifting gears and I'm gonna drop the jacket and let the knit go black and white, the stripe that matches the collar and around the cuffs. She says, if I want to and I want to go to dinner, I just pull the dress down, put on the hood, throw the cap away, and just roll down the sleeves. That's what you call an attitude dress. Give it to her, black and white, and put a dot on the eye, and throwing away the cap. That's the way she does it. That's Tefani. Oh, pretty. Come on down, Melody. She says, it's a little dress with flowers that bloom and go easy. It's luxurious of sleeves that are organza. It's one of those sleeves that's just not a sleeve. It's cut and it has a little Star Wars cuff right at the top of the shoulder. It's flowers that are everywhere. You're seeing them on dresses long and short. Melody is one of those people. She's a writer and a political science degree. Give it to her in flowers. This is my Lady Agnes. She says, watch it. She says, you see this dress is short. You see these boots are high. You see these sleeves are full. You see the neckline is V. You see the veil is back. You see the flowers are appliqué. It's one of those dresses that appears to be covered up, but it's the sheerness of the bare back. It's the attitude of the lady that's wearing it. Would you give it to Lady Agnes Ward, who says she loves being married, and I love that she loves being married.
absolutely sharp, in flowers that go easy, doing it in fringes and diamond. That's the way she does it. That's Angelia. Oh, so pretty, this little jacket. It has tie-dye color, blue and white, and it's fringe, and it moves when she walks. It's a little skirt that's in navy blue that picks up the jacket, that's split to the back, pie cut to the back. This jacket is one of those jackets you can wear it all day, all week. It's light as a feather. It's one of those, and if you look at the back, you'll see that the fringes reverse and go light to dark, dark to light to the front. Ideal for traveling. Give it to her. That's pretty, lady. That's Angelia that does it. Well, I said to you, I don't know about you guys, but I know the ladies eat your heart out. And do you know he's got pretty legs? I got a problem with that. He's got pretty legs, high top the sock, high top the shoe, French the cuff, it's in gray. It's the collar that absolutely must turn up to match the turn up of the cuff. It's one of those outfits. See, if your legs ain't good, don't blame him. He's going in his shorts and there's nothing you can do about it. Give it to him, fighting the weather and weathering the weather. Then it to the back, the suit. Gray in pattern. Gowns that are meant to make entrances. Dresses that are not meant to find your seat. You pretend that you want to sit down, but you have no intentions of doing it whatsoever. It's smooth and shimmer and glimmer. It crosses to the back with jewels that hold it right in place. It's one of those kind of gowns that you sort of want to pretend that you're demure. But that's one of those dresses, don't let your husband look at her if she pauses. That's one of those dangerous dresses that's got a wicked split and she know exactly how to work that. Turn around in pané and velvet, that's Lady Jessica, doing it in silver. Ah, yeah, that's what I mean. Little dresses, little tops, and little bodies, and no waistlines. All the above, that's what goes with that. That's a layout. It's one of those little tops that's knit, then it's black and white, it's the double hip sleeve. It's the trouser that fits easy and leather that purrs around the non-existent waist. It's short, the trouser. Look at it. You can't wear it. She can. Say it. Give it to her. Pretty. That's the way it goes. Don't give them any attitude. Gina does it in satin that goes easy in white. Leopard, the top that has one strap to hold it in tow. Absolutely meant for after dark, not meant to go out and not be in the sun. It's easy to wear, it's glamour after dark. It's Gina that shows you how to wear it. And she's one of those people. Let me tell you what her profession is. She checks on doctors, what they do. That's one of those things. Give it to her, absolutely. A professional look. Tiffany, oh, a little jacket. Be sure when you look at them, look at them from head to toe. See that shoe? If you can see the shoe from the bottom, and I know the ladies know, you automatically know that's an extra $500 on the bottom of your shoe. You know whose shoe that is. This is Louis Vuitton. Quilted the velvet jacket, red the suit, the little trouser that goes to the knee. Ideal for stepping out and staying out and getting into trouble. The zippers that pick up the bottom of the shoe. The trouser that goes with it that stops right at the knee. That's the way you do it. And this lady says she likes to work out. I say she doesn't ever need to work out. Give it to her. That's Tiffany that does it, and Tiffany. Sharp man about time. Absolutely tailored to the max. Black the suit and easy the cut. Trousers absolutely sharp. He says it's nothing to it. Vested interests that go with it. It's one of those looks that you have to look at it from the outside to the inside. In other words, stand there and turn around and let them see that lining. Double-breasted the vest that has the eight buttons that they're absolutely sharp. Give it to a sharp gentleman that knows how to wear sharp clothes and says, there's nothing to it, you just throw it over your shoulder. Pinstriped in blue. Pretty looks. Tiffany, red the trouser, sequins the little top. It's easy the cover that just goes over one's shoulder. She says the thing that she loves to do and does well and do often, she's a singer. So therefore, Alpha says, I must put you in something that sings. And red is not a color to be hidden. It is to be heard. Give it to her, reds and sequins and satin. Pretty looks to find sharp, scandalous sunglasses. White the cut, bend it to the back. Jewelry. These rings on these guys are getting bigger than bracelets. Some of them, I'm telling, just absolutely sharp. He told you that he was going to do something special, improvement for our men. And so we say, let's give him a round of applause, because our younger guys need that. And we want him to be sure to get into that and do something about it later. You're a Virgo. And if you're a Virgo, you know how crazy Virgos are. They want everything perfect. Therefore, the children have a chance to get something special. White the suit and dark brown the shoe. Absolutely. Oh, give it to her, give it to her. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, that is just, you can't be down when you have a dress that look like this. You can't sit down and be sad. You have to get up. You can't not know how to dance. It doesn't matter. You put on a dress like this, and with colors that go hot pink and oranges and browns to the top. You get on out there on the floor. They won't know you can't dance in this gown. Give it to her. That's a dancing gown. Give it to her. That's your Barbara. And Taurus to the max. Come on out. If you don't, I'm going ahead without you. Wanda, where are you? Wanda, I want, which one, sister? Wanda, where are you? Come on, I'll let you go, Melody. Melody is from an area near the Sudans. So she's not an islander, but she is near there. But this is a dress, I want you to look at this. You need dresses that you can go to meetings that are cool and airy, and Alpha gave you this straight to the front and easy the skirt. It's easy to be a boss and that has to give lectures when you wear a dress that gives you that kind of air and freedom. Give it to her. Silks and chiffons and pretty. Now, I want the twin brothers of Agnes. They're here. Where are they? Where are you? I know you're shy, but I want you to stand up. Twin brothers, where are they? And Wanda's sister, where are you? You may as well stand up. I'm not gonna leave you alone. All right, that's the family. Give it to them. Wanda back there, the Weeds. Absolutely pretty. The total family look. I told Agnes, I said, I'm not gonna leave them. And when she told me she had twin brothers, I said, what? I'm gonna go and get them for sure. Come on out of the dressing room in there. You make me call. Whoa, Canadian sunset. Oh, that is so pretty. That is so beautiful to me. You think of all of the Caribbeans, Jamaican rum, all sorts of good times. Willie Smith design pattern in rainbow colors. Give it to Latham. Give it to Eric in his outfit. That is sharp to me. He says it's one of those outfits that I don't care how hot it is. You come out of the pink the shirt, yellow the hat, pinks and yellows and blues. You don't need a drink with an outfit like that. You just walk in and blow them out to sea. Absolutely pretty in color. Well, the life you save may be your own. Look at these boots that Alpha is putting on her. Now think about it. It's black the little top. It's easy to cut. She didn't say she was going nowhere near a church. She didn't say that, because you can't go by the church in that. That ain't no church, nothing. You cannot go by there. It's like in the boot that comes up above the knee, and it's golden trim that matches gold the hat. It's big the earring, and the bigger the better, and that's exactly what you wanted to do. It's a little top, it's supposed to be a dress. I don't know how you sit down in that. That is not a dress. That is a hot top, and she knows how to be hot in it. Quit it. I tried to make your family stand up. But one thing about it, you walk a low-down walk that's good enough for your whole family. She don't care. She says it's easy to walk. It's nothing to it. She's the headmaster at her school. It's one of those looks that's in pinks and burgundies. It's the skirt, yards of fullness that makes for walking and being elegant. It's sharp dressing, and that's one of those skirts that pretends to cover up. But that's sneaky too, because it's got pockets, and you can kind of show legs when you pretend you don't want to show legs, but that's one of those kind of skirts. Give it to her. Pretty and crispy taffeta that's in burgundies and hot pinks. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Well, I don't know, you can't eat. Because if you eat, and this little top is high up on the waist, that's a high top. It's the skirt that flirts. It's that lace look that goes long and down below the knee. But it's that danger spot. Turn around. Let them just see what I mean. I don't have to tell you, do I? All right, don't do it. Don't even think about it. You can't eat. Sure. She says, yes, I know, Ray. This is the way you do it. She's a social worker. She says, I'm doing it in a lace top. I'm going to dinner, and I intend to just kind of enjoy my meal. It's feathers that go around the wrist and satin the trouser. It's absolutely elegant. It's meant for early, it's meant for late, it's meant for going to these many occasions that we have to go to. Give it to her in a gorgeous lacy outfit, and satin trouser, and feathered sleeves, and beautiful all in one stroke. That's a Libra for you. Little rosy dress, good legs, beautiful color. That's a beautiful color. It's sleeves that are luxuriously long and full. That's Gina that's wearing that. She says it's easy to wear. She's a Pisces. And if there are any Pisces, well, you know what you do too. It's absolutely pretty. The little dress in velvet. It's meant for after dark. Now turn around a minute, Gina. Let me say something about that. Stay right there. You come here, Gina. Stand here. Come here. You see that top? I don't care what they make, you cannot wear them. That is one of those dresses that Alpha gave you, and it is almost minus the top. So therefore, you have to be -0. Otherwise, they're gonna, you saw the lady they put off the plane this week. I'm warning you, so don't say I didn't tell you. Go ahead, Gina. All right, ladies, that's in velvet. They put a lady off the plane this week. They sure did, and it had to do with a top. So I'm just saying to you, and I'm teasing because I can. Oh, just every lady in the room said, I'd like to wear that. That's a low-down dress. Gorgeous, the color. Absolutely not meant to sit down and be a wallflower. One of those outfits that you may have come in by yourself. But that's one of those dresses you may have company going out when you wear this kind of dress. It's an eyeball buckler in gold penny velvet. It's burgundy, it's so pretty. V, the neckline, and elegant, the trim. That's absolutely beautiful. That's the way Alpha sends you out for special occasions. Give it to her, Lady Jessica. Our singer. She says, ooh, I'm going to put it on fringes and shimmer and glimmer. It's a little white skirt that's absolutely just right for the jacket. It's one of those kind of outfits that you could sing like a bird. Little V-neck, slab at the side, wide knit, little top, and easy the jacket that could go early and stay late at any sets, iridescent in color. Give it to her pretty looks for stepping out after dark. Well, blues. That is a blue suit in a window pane plaid. It is cut slightly fitted. This is the way our men know that they dress. This is the way they do it when men know how to put their clothes on. It's ideal, the vested look with the double button down the front. It's dark, the shoe that goes with it, that's in blue also. Tie and square in shades of grays and pinks. Give it to our guy. That shows how you already dress. And so we are always happy to have him do it. Feathers and sequins and shimmer. You want it off the shoulder. You don't care what the temperature, how cool it is in the room. You want it off the shoulders. That's one of those dresses for the bear. Absolutely pretty. It shimmers and glimmers. She makes it look so easy to wear. And it is. And that's the way, that's another thing Alpha does. She makes your things look they just kind of fall on your body. She works with the youth, and she does it with the greatest of ease. Give it to her for me. Doing it in silver, sequins, and white and feathers. Stop it. Absolutely max. Look at this stingy brim little hat. Well, these hats have these brims that do all sorts of things. And believe it or not, a hat does change a guy's look. You think you know him, and when you see him in his hat, he becomes a whole different person with his hat with it. It's odd, it's grays, it's easy. It's the plaid, it's the check of the tie that goes with it. It's Mr. Lathan saying show-up dressing comes easy for the guys that know how to put it on and wear it. With the hat for finishing touches, grays and plaid, sharp to be sure. Our Virgo, absolutely. Skirts, whoa, and brocades, and tops, gold brocade on a black background. Hairline that is provocative, long to the back and high to the front. A little top in gold that just holds on for dear life. It's one of those kind of looks. It's absolutely meant for after dark. It's for showing non-existent middles. You know what I'm saying to you? Non-existent middles. In other words, it can't be nothing hanging over in the front, and can't be nothing hanging over in the back. Give it to her, non-existent middle. Give it to her. All right, get off, Gina. That's what that does. Makes you sassy. Oh, so pretty. That's pretty in red. It's the way Aaliyah wears it. Red the suit with little sequin sleeves that are set up high. A little skirt that checks in right to the right height for her. Ideal, the red shoe that goes with it for finishing touches. It's the way you step out for dinner and dining and after dark. That's pretty, Aaliyah. Give it to her for me. Sharp, isn't it? Our Libra that knows how to do her Libra. Well, copper. Oh, that's beautiful. I call her my tipper. Give it to her. She says, ooh, this is the way a master head teacher goes to the luncheon for the children that she says, you've got to learn. Because you want to be able to wear and go and tip and be gorgeous and glamorous all in one stroke. Covered and tiered the top. Easy the skirt that has the wrap that goes caught right at the top of the waist. Sharp dressing for elegant ladies that can step out after dark and know how to dress and know how to eat And when she looks like this, the order of the day, of course, it's filet mignon. That's the dress for that kind of look. Absolutely beautiful. Alpha After Dark. You doing it? Oh, that on her hair, that little thing on her hair is called a fascinator. And that's just what it does. It fascinates you. One, you want to know what's holding it on. Two, she's showing me a shoe. Now I think that she walked I think she stepped too fast out. Well, that's what these shoes do for you. If you get too fancy, they will just come right off your feet. In the meantime, don't stop. And that's a good way to flirt too. Would you fix my shoe? Yeah, right. Well, what about the shoe? It's gorgeous, the top that's provocatively cut. Its butterflies are for keeping. Give it to her, that's gorgeous in gray, the silk trouser. That matches it with the fascinator for the finishing touches of her hat. Black. Beautiful. It has a French look, the fabric. Look at these sleeves on this. It's puffed and full and sheared and embroidered in black. It's just to above the knee. It's one of those dressy dresses for going for special things. You could go to the theater and this with the greatest of ease. You could have dinner with the greatest of ease. It's one of those dressy dresses that you have to have something special that you're going to, because it is a special occasion on a special lady on a special affair. Give it to her, black lace and pretty, and whip it all in one toe. As she looks at me sideways, that's Jessica, who loves to dance and does it. Shoes, lace them up. Skirts, check them into the knee. Hemline, let your designer make the hemline provocative. Don't cut it all the way around. Let it be little slips and flans. Block the shirt that goes out. Absolutely full the sleeve and long. It's for special little ladies that know how to go into the discotheque and absolutely walk right in. Pull the sleeve and an option of the sleeve being worn pulled up or pulled down. Alpha does dream sleeves, absolutely. It's one of those looks. Now the shoes, you gotta work it out yourself. But that's the way you do it, pretty in black. Oh, so put your hands together and give it to her. Pretty tulle in an orangey pink, because it's orange, but I see pink in that orange, because it's not just orangey orange. It's red, a little top, star dressing with the star that goes right to the back, and the neck that's cut low, both front and back. Sequence that goes over to shimmer. Ideal for going to the party, and absolutely being the belle of the ball by creating absolute fun and interest. Give it to her, pretty singer lady that knows how to wear it, and with the greatest of ease. That's the fun. Trouser, absolutely in. Melody, pretty. Sleeves that have the flounce that goes to them. Luxurious, the fabric. Easy, the cut. Fitted at the waist. Sharp altogether. She's going out after dark. She has her degree and she is a writer. And so she's getting ready to do her, to promote her first book. Would you put your hands together and give it to our writer and political star in brocades and gray, in trousers that are in silk. That's Melody. She's a Gemini, so you know what that is too. Love this skirt. It's a duster. It sweeps the floor. It sweeps the chair. It's yards of fullness and plaid. It's beautiful, the black shirt that goes with it. It's ideal for going for any occasion, early, after dark, really. Because that's one of those skirts that you could go to dinner in and absolutely be the most beautiful woman in the room. Waistline, absolutely. Alpha shirt neckline, absolutely. I don't know how many yards of fabric is in that skirt, but I bet you it's 10 yards of fullness. Give it to her as she shows you. Show them how to turn for them. Beautiful. That's a beautiful skirt for sure. Cool, Mr. Latham. Absolutely. Collar open. Flame. Man about town. Getting ready to do something absolutely beautiful. Women coming in to get their hair done. That's not it. That's that shirt with this collar open. It's his asking you, can I take you to lunch in this plaid suit? Oh yeah, he said, I'll do that. Yeah, plaid and blue. The suit that goes easy. Tie, not even in the picture. Sunglasses? Did you know that sunglasses could cost $500? That's crazy. Something can. Oh, he said, not those. All right, thank you. Sunglasses, absolutely high. It is impossible to have sunglasses that look like that. I want Wanda's sister to stand up. I understand that you have started your own line. It is called We. And so we salute you and say we wish you the very best. Give it to her. Absolutely. You've got the sister that will walk the ramp for you, and absolutely, you'll have no problem when they see it on her, that's for sure. White, stop. Put your hands together. You see, he's got a little attitude. See how that hat sits forward to the front? It's white, and it's a pinstripe, and you rarely ever find a white pinstripe. It is gorgeous with the fabric. It's absolutely tailored to the nines. It's white the collar and white the tie. It's down to the shoe with white and leather the belt. It's the cap that has the brown cream color to the top. But that's one of those caps. When you see him put on his cap like that, go with him. Go wherever he's going. Don't let him go by himself. You don't know where he's looking. Absolutely wicked and strong. We're almost down to the wire, and you have been very good, and I have not bothered you. I would like for the minister to stand up just 1 minute. I want to say something about that fabric that you have on. I have been to Abidjan, and I have seen the fabrics that they have, and that is one of the most gorgeous pieces of fabric that you could ever imagine. Give it to him. It is exquisite, and you wear it well. It is beautiful, absolutely. It's one of those countries where they make the most beautiful fabrics, and the women wear the most beautiful head wraps. I got a chance to work for the Federation of Women in Nigeria, and the women all came with the head wraps, and it sort of just did something to me, because you have to know how to do it. They can put yards and yards into a wrap that is a little perfect. So I just had to pick on you. Please forgive me for that. I said I was coming for you, so somebody. All right, back in the dressing room, let's go. When I told you that her sister was designer, put your hands together and give, stand up, we. Stand up. The line is called We. W-E. And that's her line. It's in greens and tools. It's in silvers and cut there. It's sleeves that follow the lines of the top. It's the Minadira in a hand that matches the silver of her top. It's for going to the theater and dinner and special occasions. It's for ladies that know how to walk and sit in full gowns. We say to you, keep it up. Those are dream things. That's a dream dress. Absolutely meant to go out and be beautiful in. We salute you, we. You do it in greens and tools, and Jessica wears it to the backs, and you may have trouble getting her out of it. She can see she loves being in it. Beautiful to be sure. Stop. Stop. Look at that. Abraham Lincoln, eat your heart out. Absolutely, the cat in the hat stepping sharp in red and black. Brocade's and only doing the pivot that only he can do. Saying, look at me from any point you look at me. I am sharp as a cat can be. It is tailored to the max, the cut. It is black the trouser and black the shoe. It is easy the tie. Give it to him, saying, here's looking at you, showing you how a cat in a hat goes bad after dark. That's bad and wicked and red, the red and black the bow tie. Mr. Vaughn, you know you showed out in that. Absolutely. The wedding. You're going to get married. I want you to look at this dress. It's a special dress with a special story. First of all, it was a dress that is the fabric. The fabric in it is a silk file fabric. You can't even find it. The cut is cuffed and flows away from the shoulders. The idea is a wedding gown. The wedding didn't take place, but the gown sure did. You can see that the designer was Yvonne. Now, the gown was designed by Eric, but the dress was made by Yvonne. And so you see, get those wedding gowns out of your closets, don't throw them away, keep them, let someone know how to do. This is what happened to this exquisite gown that was made by Yvonne. It was to be and wasn't to be a wedding, but the gown keeps going, and that's 25 years of reversal. Give it to her. Yes, the fabric, absolutely beautiful for that special occasion. Down to the wire, let's go. Is there anybody in the room that's dying to get up there and walk one time? Did you check out all of the tables? Be sure. Be sure to check out the young lady in the back with the shoes. She is doing something very special. Excuse me, lady. Talking on top of you. That's all right. He said, I don't mind. You could, go back. You can go in church late at that time. The ushers will certainly go with you. They will walk with you down the aisle in a look like this. It's the excellent way to get into church, whether on time or not. It's black the cut suit down to black the shoe. It's the square that goes white with the tie. It's the way he does it, dressed to the nines. Give it to him. We wish him the very best in his new endeavor, Mr. Lathan Alexander. I want one person to come from the floor. One. Don't? No? I see you pointing. Where is he? Where is he? Well, wherever you are, I can't see you. So hurry up, cause you've been here and I want to let you go home. So hurry up. She said, I can't get through. She's hemmed in. She can't find her way. Have you enjoyed what you've seen this afternoon? Would you put your hands together? And would you give it to the coordinator that worked? Would you give it to JK too? Oh, absolutely, she worked. She said, I wanted to get up there and I couldn't find my way. Come on down. She said, I had a good time today. She said, you see this is a sassy skirt I'm wearing? You see this for ladies that don't know how to walk in a dress? She said, you don't have to switch. Let your dress switch for you. It's shingles and crystals and buds and bells. She said, I had fun and I wanted to get up there and show you that that's how you do it. I knew a guy would get up there quick. That is sharp. It's a print, and it's the year of the print. Look at this. You think that we're the only ones wearing prints. I got news for you. That is a print. Give it to him. He said, this is how you do it in a print. Sharp, to be sure. Tailored to the lines, absolutely. Well, I think we're down to the wire. Is that it? Come on out, guys. Let's let him go home. Hurry up. Give the music man, our music DJ, a round of applause. Give it to him, Eric and Tiffany, and Mr. Nas, and Jessica. Laban, all of them, to Connie. They say thank you for coming. Hope that you've seen 1, 2, or 3 looks that you like. It's been their pleasure to walk and wear for you today. Come on, Rome, put your hands together. We're gonna let you go. This is the 15th annual Walters Alpha Blackburn Scholarship. Absolutely beautiful, all of them. If the pastor will come and do the benediction, they're going to have a benediction by the pastor. So if we'll stand, we hope that you'll all be well, that the year will be good, that it's a thing going on, and the magic word is V. Vote. Vote. That's the magic word, that's our lifesaver. I don't care how tired you are, go in there and get that vote in that box, because the life we save's got to be our own. If you can see that, we're already at that point. If you'll come, sir.
Give Willie Ray a round of applause. Come on, you can do better than that. Give Willie Ray a round of applause. She is phenomenal. And then one more time, let us give Mrs. Alpha Blackburn another round of applause for 15 years of excellence and service. Regardless of your religious tradition, please stand as we pray a blessing of covering, not only over all that are here, but certainly as we ask the ancestors and God to bless this tremendous organization so that these 15 years may be 30 and more. Let us pray. God of heaven and God of earth, we bless your name. We thank you for this time together, for the living legacy of Walter and Alpha Blackburn, and for the ways in which this organization has been a blessing to countless generations of young and aspiring leaders and scholars. For 15 years, oh God, we have sacrificed and given the best of our witness to allow young people to realize their dream, and for that we are thankful. For our 15 years of sponsors and friends who have allowed us to be here on today, we do not take their sacrifice for granted. So now, oh God, we ask that you pour back into them all that they have given these 15 years. And then, oh God, we look with faith to the future. And we ask that you allow this organization to remain so that more generations of young people who are in need will have the necessary resources to realize their God-given potential. And so as we leave this place, oh God, endow us with a witness of truth. As we go back to our homes, we ask that you allow us to lift high the banner of hope and empowerment, that we may in our own spheres of influence be a blessing to somebody. We hear the words of Mahalia Jackson, if I can help someone as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain. And so, oh God, allow our living to not be in vain this day. And so now unto him who is able to keep us from falling and to present us faultless with exceeding joy, to the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power until we meet again. Let everyone say amen. Amen. God bless you, beloved. Thank you for coming tonight.
Can you see that I am sitting here in the presence of royalty? Miss Barbara Boyd. She's an icon. She's a legend. I mean, she was doing television. She was doing things when we were not even born. This beautiful lady right here has been doing this for decades and decades and decades. And I am so honored, and I know I need to shut up and say congratulations to myself for being able to sit here with the legend Barbara Boyd. Welcome to Living by Design.
Oh, hey, you know what legend means? It means you're OLD. But I ain't complaining, honey. I'm glad to still be here.
Baby, I'm glad you are still on this side of the ground.
Down there on this side of the green, as we always say.
Amen, amen to that. How in the world have you been able to just be so vibrant and young and youthful and just, I mean, wearing 5-inch stilettos and killing it on the runway?
Hey, short folks wear high heels now. Short folks wear high heels. Well, to what do I attribute my age? You know, I'm 90 years old, as most people know by this.
Woo! Can't believe it.
But my mother lived to 103 and never sick, wore high heels till she died. And you know what she didn't do? She didn't drink water. I had to force her to, I'm from Evanston, Illinois, and we asked her to come.
What did she drink? Coffee, pop?
Tea, very little. Oh, she liked, and she'd always say it this way, get me some ginger ale. She liked ginger ale. I mean, she drank water every once in a while, but that was not, I had to force her to drink water when I brought her down here.
Well, there's water in ginger ale.
I got some flavored water, and she liked that a little bit, but other than that, so, and I sort of followed after her. When we were coming up, of course, everything was made from stock, wasn't no processed food, We always had at least 3 things on the plate, a meat, a vegetable, and a starch, and always had a dessert. And I think another thing that sort of kept me grounded, every weekend we would go somewhere. My daddy, we would go ride. If we didn't do anything but just go riding around town, we always did something together. And I remember one week I was waiting to go out, and some man came over to see my daddy, and they talked, and I'm sitting there, when you get through, we can go. But life's been good to me.
Well, clearly life has been good to you. I mean, you open doors. We stand on the shoulders of giants, and you are one of those individuals that I stand on the shoulders of, because now I have an opportunity to do this.
Well, it was just a wonderful ride for me. Indianapolis has been very good to me. My husband, Ted Boyd, brought me here in 1962. Ted was executive director of the Y in Evanston, Illinois. And he came back here because the man that mentored him was going to retire, wanted him to take his place. So that's how I got here in 1962. Then I helped to open the Head Start program in 1965. And then, as they mentioned earlier, I got a phone call, attended for someone else for an audition at Channel 6 News. And he asked for the person, and I said, well, honey, if you're looking for a star, here I are,
I love that. If you're looking for a star, here I are, Barbara.
So well, what do you... I said, what I gotta do, So he said, well, just put together a little 5 or 6 minute vignette on anything you like. So I did it I was office manager for Head Start. So I just went from desk to desk, did a little walking, stand-up thing. Didn't know what I was doing, but I seen them do it on TV, And so
clearly you were very, very, very good at it.
Well, I didn't really care whether I got the job or not. You know why? I'm making $10,000 a year. Man, I'm making big money.
Girl, that is major money back then. Oh, my goodness. Bless your heart. Well, I tell you, I am very, very happy that you are associated with this incredible event.
Oh, honey. Alpha's a phenomenal woman, and what she's doing is absolutely... I remember the first one I attended that... they gave the scholarship to a young man, I've forgotten his name, but I think he's African. And it's just wonderful how today in our sermon at church, we talked about giving back.
Yes.
And how John went forth and everybody says, well, John, somebody's stealing your thunder. He said, what's Jesus? And so it says, Jesus increase, you decrease. I've done my job, and that's what it's supposed to be. And step aside and be happy that what you have done has helped somebody else. And it's, that's what it's all about, giving back to the community.
Isn't it?
It is.
People think it's all about making money and having stuff and then what you put in your driveway and in your bank account. But what really fuels your soul and makes you jump out of bed in the morning is when you know you have impacted the life of someone else.
That you've done something. But let me tell you how I know the Lord's worked for me. I'm a 47-year survivor. Bad, but they got it all. Our house blew up. Bad, but we weren't in it. I've had verticulitis, vertigo, perforated colon, lower bowel obstruction, all these things. And the Lord has still seen fit for me to still be here. And I know He still has work for me to do. I don't know what it is. I've asked Him to let me live to 104. He ain't give me no answer yet. But my mother was 103. I'd like to do one up on her,
Barbara, I am honored. I mean, there are just no words to describe you. Don't want to get emotional, but I love you so much because of who you are, your spirit. It just exudes beauty and brilliance and love. And
be positive and negative, I tell you. That negativity got to go. And one another thing, I want to tell all young people, that everybody's reaching for the top and want to get there. But I want to tell you we heard that this morning at church, there's no I in team. And that's the first thing that I was told when I went in the newsroom. There are no stars in the newsroom. It's a team effort. And I got to let you know, nobody, Barbara or nobody else gets to the top alone. You have to have help, and don't be afraid to ever ask for help. I'm telling this to young people because everybody wants to go right to the top right away. And, you have to pay dues too, you know what I'm saying? But just stay positive, stay healthy, love your parents, do good things to them, help them through. I see so many kids today being so disrespectful to their parents. It just hurts me when I see it. But, it's something to be said for, how parents affect their children, how they're treated and how they're reared and how they become a full-bodied person that contributes to the community.
Well, I tell you, I know Karen, your daughter, and I know Brian, and they are clearly products of an incredible upbringing.
Well, I have 3 wonderful children.
What's your third one?
Huh?
Who's your?
Brian, Darren, and Karen. And I
don't think I've ever met Darren.
13 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren. My greatest of the 14th grandchild is just 3 months old.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice family, loving family.
Amen. Well, Barbara, thank you so much for talking to me on Living by Design. Thank you for being here at this incredible event. Just thank you for opening doors. Thank you for being you. I love you so much.
Thank you, and I just want to say, have a great life and stay on top of the world.
Alpha, an original, and indeed, she is one of a kind. She's an Indiana trailblazer, a mentor, and a friend to all of us here in the room, which is why we're here tonight. Please welcome Alpha Blackburn to the stage.
I am sitting here with the incredible creator, co-creator of this wonderful event, this Walter Blackburn Scholarship Gala. Oh my goodness, the designs, everything that we have seen tonight has just been incredible, and it's all because of this beautiful diva, Miss Alpha Blackburn. Alpha, welcome to Living by Design.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted that you're here and you can document for everyone here what transpired. But also, I think it's a treat for the young people whom you've interviewed for this show to see that we appreciate them, we're encouraging them, we want them to have successful careers, and I think it helps them to feel special.
I couldn't agree more. And the people I've interviewed that are on your committee, the people who have sponsored, the scholarship recipients, just so many individuals, and just to think that you are the wonderful, big-hearted individual that has done this and has changed lives for so many people in our community. Alpha, you're just incredible.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I think really it has been said tonight by Robin Winston, whom we honored, and maybe others too, that when you're able to help inspire a young person to grow, to become, to realize their dreams and ambitions, that's an addictive thing. I think.
Amen.
I enjoy it so much.
You can tell.
I'm a little tired right now, but.
Of course you are. The designs, everything was just done so beautifully.
Thank you.
And I love the fact that you changed it this year and you had dinner served. And it was a little change up. So, change is good.
Well, we've always had dinner, but we've not emphasized the comfort of our VIP guests to the extent that we did this year.
Yes.
We've taken over the whole first level with VIP paid tickets. Thank you very much, all of our supporters. And then we had room on the balcony for friends of the participants. So that worked out very well.
Everything worked out very well. I am just honored. I am so happy to be here. I'm always happy to be in your presence because you just exude love and encouragement, and you just impact people with your spirit, and it comes through.
Well, I'm honored that you would say that. Thank you.
It's true, Alpha.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for this event, and I also want to thank you so much for talking to us on the Living by Design show. Our viewers love you, and I love you too.
Thank you so very much. I love you all. Come out next year and see our show and help us give more money to more students and go to college and become architects and artists and all wonderful creators.
Live their dream.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.